Good morning, everyone. This is January the 16th, 2014, and this is the class B, social studies, and today we will be discussing segregation during the civil rights era and also the Little Rock Nine. This is
Kennedy,
and
Micah,
and
Courtney.
Alright, so in your own terms or in your own words, what do you think was the definition or the meaning of the civil rights era? So when you hear civil rights, you think about racism. What else? Segregation. What else? Slavery. The civil rights era was just what it says. Civil rights are rights that are inherently for human beings. It's just civil. It's something that you should have anyway because you are human. How would you like to face me? Not only were people segregated, but they were also treated extremely mean, correct? Yes. And extremely unfair, right? Yes. I know you watched the Little Rock Nine video over the weekend. Tell me, what was the Little Rock Nine?
9 students who went to an all-white school.
The 9 students who went to an all-white school, did they just go to an all-white school, or what sets them apart from every other black student? What happened? Who were they? What did they do that made them a part of history?
They went through hard times to help blacks to get education.
Well, they were the first black people to integrate an all-white school. The first ones. Were these kids, what was the age range and the grade level of these children? So from between 14 and 18? When they were had to go to school, who had to escort them into the school building?
The military.
The whole military. Over how many? They called in 10,000. Now that's something we have to call in 10,000 soldiers just to let the black kids into a school. Were they treated nicely when they were let in? What some of the things that happened to them when they went to the school, or when they was walking up to the school?
They had one there the mom, and then one girl was attacked by the mom.
Yeah. What else?
There was kids at the school.
Yes. So were they open were they welcomed with open arms? No. During this era, there was something called Jim Crow law. The Jim Crow law basically said that black people cannot be even more white people. During this era, you had black people had to go to the back door in businesses. They couldn't come to the front door. If a black person was walking on the sidewalk in downtown Memphis, they would have to step off the sidewalk and allow the white person to pass. They couldn't walk on the same sidewalk. Black people would not look right in the eyes. They would always look down, or when they were talking to them, they would look like this while they were talking to them. Were blacks allowed to ride anywhere on the bus if they wanted to? So where did they have to ride? What if they had some empty seats in the front of the bus? Wait a minute, tell me you could be empty seats on this bus, and they would just walk past all these empty seats and go to the back. Wow. Who is the first lady that you can remember that challenged that law on public buses? Rosa Parks. And why did she that day, had she planned to challenge that mistreatment? Had she planned to do what she did that day? Or why did she do it?
But she wanted to have equal rights.
Well, she wanted equal rights. So why that specifically that day? Think about the storyline on that day. What happened that day that made her do what she did? What was wrong? What happened? What occurred? She was tired, and she said she was not going to stay with us. She said right there in the front, in the on the forehead. I don't know if it was the front. Well, anyway, a white man asked her, she moved, correct? And did she move?
No.
She said, I've been working all day, sir. My feet are tired, and I am not moving. What happened to her as a result of that? She went to jail for sitting on the front of the bus. Really? The bus driver said, move back, and she was like, I'm not moving. Can you imagine the courage that took for her to do that? Because they could have killed her. They could have beat her. They could have hurt her family, but she was so courageous, she decided, look, I'm going to stand right now. She was the only one there doing it. Can you imagine how courageous that must have been? Can you imagine how nerve-wracking that must have been? Extremely. One more thing. Where did the Little Rock 9 case occur? Where did that happen?
In Little Rock Central High School.
What state?
Little Rock.
What state?
Arkansas.
There we go. And the city was?
Little Rock.
Is Central High School still open in Little Rock, Arkansas?
Yes.
Still open. That'd be some kind of field trip to take with you.
Yeah.
That's something. Your test tonight will be on, you have to define segregation, which is what? Not equaling, pulling apart, setting apart. That's what segregation means. What does integration mean? It means coming together. So segregation means pulling apart. Integration means coming together. Say it again. Segregation means pulling apart. Integration means coming together. That'll be 2 questions on your test. So make sure you know the definitions of segregation and integration. And any questions? None? Sure? We're good? You got hunters coming tomorrow? Alright then, you heard that, people out there. We're saying goodbye and have a wonderful day. Thank you. How you stop this? How you stop this?